What up? Misfit. Found this chords similar to the chords of the Yeshua I know, and then I won't say I invented the strumming pattern because this dude already like did the pattern, but I'm trying to like align it with this one. So check this out. Yeah, I know. Now, this is what I usually play. But that sounds better once I can figure it out. So it is. Oof, that is beautiful. So, so yeah, it's Yeshua. I've forgotten again. No. I've realized something, although I feel like my creativity and ability to like think freely in the UK is always inhibited because the pressure here is like crazy and it's like very engaging. And if you mentally fight it, I'm not saying you can physically fight, but when you're mentally fighting it here, it makes you so evolved. Then you go back to your own country of origin, you realize that you're like 10 times better than practically everybody. Be it in confidence, or in the way like you know how to like talk to people, or the way you know how to like negotiate, but even when it comes to hard work, you're like very strong. Or maybe it's a personal experience. But yeah, that's why. And that's why I'm like, oh my god, it goes to scatter my brain. And before I was like that, but when I went back to Nigeria, and then like I was networking with like all these permanent secretary and like director of IT, and director of IT was my mom's friend. But like meeting all these secondary schools, I just walked into a secondary school and then I just submitted a proposal. And I did that when I was in Manchester, where I was going to like different companies to like give them my CV. So when I did it in Nigeria, unlike here where I was trying to navigate things in Nigeria, it was like a child's place. It was very basic. So thank you, white man, for always mentally challenging me and thinking you're punishing me. Because when you do it, it helps me to get a whole lot better. Like I'm trying to learn this chord and I'm being different. Sometimes then I try to get it now. Like now I almost got it and I just said, but like the normal move I'll be like, and I think that's what, because when I was teaching, I realized that children are always very easy to like give up in things. Like they just quickly give up things. But I realized that if you can always break through that, or that, like you're breaking through it, bro, your mind is going to be like a fortress. Even right now, I've never been this prayerful before in my life. And now when I pray, it's like I'm feeling like it's like I'm able to like pull heavenly host. It's like before I pray, I'm like Jesus Christ, and but now I'm like so it's good. As long as you don't let your challenges break you, it will make you. So yeah. Now let's try this thing before I go and walk. But my question remains, am I the only person in the UK that notices this? Or am I the only person that just cares enough to talk about it? Or maybe we just talk about it and they just make content about it the way I do. Then that would make sense. But if I'm the only person that notices this, then I was going to say my IQ is high, but no. I think people are just really frustrated and too busy. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. So my issue is with switching from this open chord C to this CAAD2. But this is CAAD2 and this is open chord. Or maybe this is open chord. No. This is definitely open chord. I should notice this. It starts with this one. Oh no, what? Let me try actually. Wait. I'm tired. Like normally, if I was in Nigeria, I'd have given up and I'll stop playing. But because I feel like that siren is trying to make me stop playing, now I want to do extra. And the thing is, because I'm always trying to do extra, it makes me better. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go. I should write it down. That'll be better. King of adaptability. Man, I'm cold. I'm drinking tea. Oh no, what's the electricity? What do I do? Gotta waste it. Don't waste it. Stop you from freezing to death. Alright, so the strumming pattern is sure. The best thing about playing is you have to put it in your head. Just but I can't really say I'm one of the best. I'm one of doing what the fuck. So that's down, up, down, down, up, down, let's see if I can figure this out in the next 35 minutes. So the pattern is down, up, down, up, down. So down, down, so down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, which down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So if you hear the difference, there's a difference in this E. This is the normal E minor, and then this is like the okay. So this is the normal C, and then this is the C C A D. Because this is normal E minor, and this is the E minor C, E minor A D, I think. So this is it. So I think you put your first finger on the last string. I think that's the sixth string. Second finger on the second string. Your middle finger on fifth string and your fourth finger on the third string. So third finger, third string, second fret, first finger on the sixth string, third fret, second finger on the fifth string, third fret. See, so this is the normal one I would use. But when I started, I used this because it helps me to switch. So when I switch from E, then I switch to this is C. So I switch from C, then I switch to E, then I just switch to D, then I switch to G. See, I'm literally now my second finger is on the fifth fret. Throughout the entire process, I did not move it at all. So, and then my first finger is on the sixth string, third fret, and I'm using just the I'm using just two frets brackets. So I'm using the second fret and the third fret. So see again, first finger sixth string, third fret, second finger fifth string, third fret, third finger, which is the middle finger, on the first string, third fret, then fourth finger on the second string, second fret. So this is for the E. Now if I want to switch to D, I leave my second finger on the fifth string. It's still there, I leave it, then I just move my first finger and my second finger. So my first finger comes to the third string, second fret, and my middle finger comes to the first string, second fret. That's D. So I just move. See, my second finger is still on the third fret, second string on the now depending on how you count your string. So you can count your string from this, from the E. This, I think this is the E major, E minor. So if you're counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then your second finger will be on the second string. I think this is the how am I doing? Let me check. I don't really put all these things in my head because it's kind of like not pointless. It's kind of not pointless, but it's kind of pointless because you're trying to play. You're not trying to unless you're trying to teach now. Then so because I'm trying to teach you then. So this is the B. This is the E. Then we have B. Then we have G. Then we have D. We have A. We have E. I think this is the E major. This is the E minor. So I could say that I'll put my first finger on the third fret, E major. It's crazy how this is the E major and this is the E minor. What do you think? The thicker string will be the major and this will be the minor. But the way I remember was because this is major because it's thin and this is minor because it's thick, which is like crazy, but just to be sure. Don't take my word for it. Let's confirm. Also, I play a 6 strings acoustic guitar. So you might play a 5 string acoustic guitar. So don't watch this video. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's still showing me the same E minor. No, it's not showing me E minor. It's just showing me the E. Okay, so here it calls it E low. So that's minor. Then E I major. So I guess it makes sense actually because this is I. So that's the major string, right? And this is so that's a low. So that's minor. But I still can't find one that shows it to me exactly. person that started teaching me how to play guitar now plays a bass guitar. I'm not spoken to her in a minute. To be fair, I'm like the friend that only calls when like things are like going bad for you. Like normally, it's not pride. I'm just really busy, you know. So I don't really call unless you call. But at least I've been trying to be a better person. So yeah, probably should call her. I don't think I will. Because it's not that deep. It's not serious. My fingers are hurting so bad. I think there's a lyrics when Taylor Swift said something about guitar scars, my fingers. Trust me. When you start playing, do you relate? Your fingers are going to be so fucked up. Sometimes they'll peel. So yeah, E B. Wait, let me try to remember. E minor, B A, E B A D G E. I think. I almost like a fast learner, but I kind of tend to remember things because I started learning when I was in, I think, SS1 with my best friend, but I never really took it serious. Then I got to the UK and I was extremely bored, so I got a guitar and I started using YouTube, and then I'm self-taught, but not really, because Tony was the one that told me about the G chords, and I kind of prefer the G chords to other chords because these ones are quite easy to play. But the one thing I'm yet to go to is speaking. So let's see. Was I right? Where is it? So guess what? I was right. E minor, B, D, A, E, B, G, D, A, E. E minor, B, D, G, A. Did I forget? E minor, B, so E, B, G, E minor, B, G, then D, A, E. Yeah. E, B, G, D, A, E. But when I don't want to discourage you from learning it because you can learn it, but I don't really care, bro. And the best way to learn is by not overcomplicating your life, you know. Because you're like, okay, first thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna learn all the strings. E, B, G, D. Okay, bro. If I just spend years learning it, I think I learned this shit in like a month or something. Well, the only reason why I was able to learn it was because I was always playing songs and I like girls. So when I see girls in my building, I'm like, ooh, I gotta learn how to play this thing ASAP. So I just go to learning a song straight up, not trying to first learn all the type of chords existing. No, bro, I'm trying to learn how to quickly play some cute song. So when I say girl, I just quickly learn it. But actually, the first song I actually learned was Yeshua because I love girls, but I love Jesus more. And this is the Yeshua I learned. Nice fit.
I'm sorry?
Nice fit.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so the first thing I learned was Yeshua, and the cheat code to learning it was I put my second finger here, then but then after I got a bit better, I stopped using those channel chords because it's really messes up this part of my finger. So I just use a normal, more advanced E, then I go. But the thing is, the beginner chords sounds a whole lot better for some reason. So I just still use it sometimes because it's like. Pain, bro. I'm in pain, literally. So yeah, now, so all my chords are the chords I can play are G chords. So we have the G, we have the C open chord, then we have the C asterisk or CAAD, then we have the E open, then we have the E CAAD, then we have the D, then I can play A minor. So when I play from A to D to G to D to E to C open to D to C asterisk, then I can now tweak it with A. And I learned A when I was learning Beautiful Nubias. I said Beautiful Nubia. Some dude, oh, don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything will be alright. Bob Marley. Yeah. I don't think I can remember it anymore though. I had to play it for some children at church because I was the church. Was I the church children's section teacher and bro teaching all these tiny kids. Boring. I'd rather just teach them a little bit and then we'll just play because playing is good, not always teach and teach every time. That's so boring. Boring. Now one of my biggest problem is I don't have ADHD in Jesus' name, but I'm a very fast person. I don't know how to like exercise patience and things. So I'm always, and because I do that here, when it's time to actually like play proper songs, I realize that I tend to really be good at it because I'm always very fast. So because I'm always doing, I think this doesn't sound as good as. So I guess sometimes being very fast is better than being slow because when it's time for you to like do the thing, you don't really, you're not like advanced. So you're still like, in fact, you drop a little bit. It's like when you're at the gym, yeah. When you're at the gym and you're like benching is very extremely hard, and then you need someone to support you spending bench like 120 or 150. At my previous gym, when I was at my previous apartment where I lived, bro, I used to carry like 150. But I didn't even need anyone to support me because there were these bars on the two edges. So if it drops, it just drops on those bars. But there was a day I literally almost died. I almost died. Like see, right now the reason why nothing really scares me anymore is because I've almost died on two occasions. First occasion was when I almost drowned at my friend's house pool, but that was never that deep. This one here, I would have been certainly dead because I lifted 150 kilos and then I didn't put the bar there because I'm stupid. I was trying to impress one girl like that. I wasn't trying to impress one girl, I was trying to impress two girls, one white girl and one Indian girl. So on a normal day, my sense is working. When I'm lifting 150, I'll put the two bars there. Then I'll lift. Then when my hand gets weak, I just drop it on the two bars. But I was trying to be like, macho. So I didn't put the bars there. And then next thing, I lifted it. And then I don't even know why I didn't fracture my neck because I had 150 kilos land on my neck. So like it shifted from my hand. 150 kilogram, not 150 pounds, 150 kilograms. That's like maybe 300 pounds. It dropped on my neck, like bow, my neck, and then it's pinned me down on the chair. And then I was like, and then there was a guy in the gym. What's his name again? God, I should call him. I'm in the UK. I can't remember his name. Fuck. Kai. God. Shout out to Kai. Bro. This guy literally saved my life. Like, you get it because you're not there. But Kai was working out. Then there was this other Indian dude with his girlfriend, I think. They were working out. Then there was Megan and her boyfriend, I think. So then I had the two girls I was trying to impress was Megan and the Indian girl, and I once spoke to Megan. I was like just hi, and at some point I think I told her to write a poem or something like that. Like she's cool, So I was trying to like impress them, and the next thing 150 kilos dropped straight up on my neck. Bow. And then I'm like, but then they didn't see me because they were walking out, and I was at the bench in like corner, and it's the apartment gym. So thank God it was the apartment gym because it's like a rectangle. I was here, and then Kai was at the front there. There was some Indian guy was there. So everybody kept walking out for like a minute. Like, also it's good to like go to the gym a lot and do a lot of cardio, because if I was not doing a lot of cardio, how long do you hold your breath for like a minute? But I also think the adrenaline kicked in because of the adrenaline, I was like, I could not breathe, and then I had like 150 kilo. The crazy thing is, that's why I feel like I'm like literally, yeah. When this shit happened, it was like I was like passed out. But when I was like coming back to like my reality, it was like I saw a creature with like golden hair staring down at me like this. I made a video on it on my Israeli YouTube channel because that day Kai took me to St. Louis. I went to get like ice blocks and ice packs, and then I was putting it on my neck, and for like 2 days I could not move my neck. And then on the third day, it was like some magical, like some Superman shit, and then my neck was back to normal. And then I knew like, okay, Israel, you got supernatural powers. Nah, I ain't got supernatural powers because I ain't trying to find a battle ball. The fact that 150 kilos landed on my neck and my neck did not fracture, and then when I was like gasping for air, Kai and the Indian guy later noticed, and then they like came and they helped me with the what they call it, the 150 kilos, and put it away. And then when they put it away, I was still on the floor. Like apparently Kai told me that I was twitching like because I didn't know, man. Like I was unconscious, and then they didn't even give me CPR or anything. I was just like, and then that's when I saw like that thing with some golden hair and whatnot, and then I just like came back to like my consciousness, and I'm like, oh shit, nigga could have died. And then this is when I knew that this country, if you're a black person, you're fucked. Like after that happened, yeah, the Megan girl called the what I call it, emergency, and then they were like, oh, where? And she was like, oh, her friend just had an accident at the gym that you need some help. And they're like, oh, where is she? Blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, no, that it's not that deep. I'm all right. So like, am I sure? She's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. Then she stopped the call, and she left the call. Like she hung up. Then and her boyfriend left the gym. Then I think that was just adrenaline, because when something happens to you, like in shock, you feel good. Then later I started like now feeling like some crazy amount, like I was feeling crazy pain in my neck. And then the Indian dude called them, and they were like, oh, like, look, you're not just a black person, even when they're Indians, because the Indian dude called them first, and then so like they didn't even give a fuck about him. And in fact, I think black people probably even have more respect than Indians. I don't know, but based on what happened, the Indian dude called them and was trying to like ask them to send emergency support. And they were like, oh, that where is he at? They'll give him a call back. What the fuck? Then Kai now called them, and then they now told Kai that, oh, that he should give me the phone. Then they were like, oh, that I should just get ice packs and put it on it. I literally just told you that I had 150 kilos drop on my neck, and your suggestion was for me to get ice packs, and they didn't even care about coming over. But when the white girl called them, boo, it was like they were ready to pull up straight up. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. Anyways, thank God for life. But the moral lesson is, because I was always lifting extremely heavy at the gym, I could lift like 100, 120 by myself without like sports or anything. And then at some point, I started lifting like 150 by myself. So because I play my guitar very fast, like very... So when I play slowly, I'm like a whole lot better because I'm already used to playing very fast. So yeah, now I'm trying to dissect this song. The strumming pattern is down, 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 down. So strumming pattern is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So that's and they said I should buy paracetamol. Don't forget that day in my life, man. Bro. But hey, you can't dwell on the past, you move on. So now the chords are the only line I'm having issues is with the C, then the C A, the C card, then the C, then the D, the E minor, the G, and the D. I give myself 35 minutes, but I have 6 minutes left. Let's go to Waterstones. Now I need to be sure if what I'm saying about C card is right, so I'm not teaching rubbish. God, I'm not going to teach it in 3 days. C. I was right. Then for the E. I was right about the C, but I was wrong about the E. Yikes. What I checked.
This is the sound of C, add 2. Okay, this chord comes from the playing C major. To play C major, you place finger number 1 on string number 2 of the 1st fret. Skip a string, place finger number 2 on string number 4 of the 2nd fret. Then stretch your 3rd finger to the 5th string of the 3rd fret. Strum all strings but this very top E string. This is C major. Okay, to play C add 2, you just simply place finger number 4 on the 2nd string, string number 2, on the 3rd fret, and then strum all strings again but the top E string. So you kind of hear that sustain.
How many C hard majors do we have? That's why most times when you're playing, just do what feels comfortable with your fingers, because there are more than one way to play string or a chord. So like that would a whole lot ways to play a chord. Let me show you guys. So now this C hard here, it's the normal C major, then you just put your fourth finger here. But then this C hard here, so this is the one I prefer to play, because when I use it to play Yeshua, I leave my second finger here. So I leave it here, then I just move around my other two fingers, and then I just do whatever I want to do. So rather than trying to like jump fingers and move fingers around, I just leave this finger here. So basically this is a cheat code. And then the one I call my E hard major, which in a way I guess it's not wrong, is because if it is hard then it's the same thing. So never mind, I guess I was right. So I still leave these two here. So I keep this here, then I now put my fourth finger. So rather than putting my fourth finger on the third fret, I put my fourth finger on the second fret, fifth string. That is the, so remember we said this was E, B, G, then D, A. So I put my fourth finger on the A string, second fret. So yeah, that's it. You're welcome. Then now, the wizard.
Okay, no? No, no. No, no.
So now the first C is the C major. So since the C major, not C hard. So I put it like this. Then switch to the C hard. Then C major. So now normally my strumming pattern is down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up. Now, if I want to use the C major, that will be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So E major,
No, no. No, no.
now for the down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, I'm trying to put everything into C major, C AD, and C major. Ow! But I did it at one point, because I did, but that one I did C hard, then C major, then C hard. So I think what I did was, One thing I realized is there's one song that Sharon played that I did. I think it was was it Yellow? I think it was Yellow actually. Your skin and bone. I think I did then that was it. No, I think there was something like that. So that's what I'm trying to like integrate into this, because I feel like if I come here and do bro, it's crazy. I'm not giving up. Oh, I gotta take a break. But let's try again. No, just I think it became even worse. See, it's gonna be and then still C. But here, we broke it down as so you should that. So I do what? Mission failed. Well, we have to fight another day. I learned something cool today though, so and I can play to Travis Scott. Oh Lord have mercy. Where is it? I didn't write it down. Right. So we're gonna use it here.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there, that feels more like luck than something you can control. So that's why we made Brain FM. It's like a do not disturb setting for your mind, and it gets you focused in just 5 minutes. Using science and sound, Brain FM guides your brainwaves into an optimal state for productivity called neural phase locking, which lets different parts of your brain work together more easily. Compared to average music, Brain FM actually increases and sustains your focus over time, letting you stay in the zone for as long as you want.
Alright, now let's add in some of those chord transitions.
Alright, so
we're gonna go E minor.
I'm gonna put that in the next video.
Down, C, down,
Like and subscribe.
down,